Hello, guys. Welcome to our first Lazarski podcast. With me today, professional model, Miss Tajikistan, and a friend of mine, Muna. So, hello.
Hello, guys. It's nice to be as a guest today.
Yeah, I hope we will have the beautiful conversation today.
I hope so too.
So, can you tell me how you become the model?
It was like the initiative of my parents.
Hmm.
My father told me like maybe once you should try it because he has this vision of how the models should look like. He's operator, so he told me just to try. And when there was a beauty contest, a Little Miss and Mister, I decided to try and accidentally it turned out that I won. I got the certificate for the free education there in model
Hmm.
school, and there how it started.
So, it's like by the accident. Yeah.
Yes, it was just a
Uh,
fortune.
it's like everything like in our life when we are happy happens with accident. So, uh, tell me about how it be the model. Like, I heard that it's some kind of challenging.
Yes, we are facing a lot of challenges, even though it seems like, or for people, like what she's doing, just posing for the camera, or walking on the stage, and that's it. But actually, no, there's a lot of challenges that we're facing. It's not that easy to be a model, but still,
Hmm.
it's fun.
I heard that the modeling business it's kind of dangerous environment because it's competition every time. Like, have you faced some, uh, like tricks from your colleagues?
Actually, yes, I agree that the environment itself, I wouldn't say that it's so safe. For instance, um, in some model beauty contests, we had such situations of my friends that she had some, I don't know, something weird, some her dresses were stolen before the stage or anything else. But I didn't face such situations. But still, yes, it is competition. Competition is quite big because there's a lot of beautiful girls in the world and boys.
Hmm.
That's why
Yeah.
I
Okay, I
would say.
see. But you won the Miss Tajikistan. So, how it was?
I would say that it was not that hard. Yes, it was that hard because we have a lot
It
of
was
beautiful.
totally hard. Okay. So
I
I
didn't
like
expect it as well, but they decided to send me as Miss Tajikistan to the beauty contest in China and represent the
it was in
country.
China.
Yes, I was chosen as Miss Tajikistan in my
Oh,
country. They sent me to China to represent my country.
oh, I see. So, and how it was like the event? Was it like the celebration, or it was like the test or something like this?
Like for almost months or 1 month, yeah, we were in China. And the whole period they were sort of testing us. We were going to some charity events. We had some photo shoots, like catwalks, fashion shows, everything. And in the end, they decide who is the winner. We have the
Hmm.
final show.
Mhm.
Yeah.
About catwalks. Have you ever fallen? Because I know that this is the very popular question, but for me it's like I want to know. I want to hear. Like, have you ever fallen on the outwalk?
This is the most frequent question that I've ever faced. Like the first, maybe when people know that I'm a model, have you ever fall? No, I have never. But there was a situations where I was in the edge of falling. It was
Oh,
in Tajikistan Fashion Week. My heels suddenly broke up. Or yes, or I had very complicated dress and I almost stepped to my dress and I was in the edge of falling. No one realized nothing, but still it is challenging for you because one thing that you fall, another thing that you have to stand up, smile and go straight. Like you cannot just turn over and say, okay, I'm going
oh,
to cry. That
oh!
that's yeah.
It's like the dark side of this business. About dark side of this business, actually, what the challenges? I mean, you are from Tajikistan, and mm, have you faced the, I don't know, disagreement with this kind of profession? Because we all know there's stereotypes.
Yes, there's actually a lot of stereotypes, and I was facing them quite frequently as well. My parents, first time they were supporting me, but then because of the people's opinion, they said me, okay, stop going there, you should stop it. It's not serious and etc. But I was not treating modeling as something that I will be doing for my whole life. I knew that it will be like just a hobby for me, but still I can't, I can't just sit quietly when someone is telling me, no, you can't do that. Why? Because we don't like it. But what
Okay.
is the point? This is my life. I'm gonna choose whatever I want to do.
I see. So in this respect, how the Fashion Week was conducted in Tajikistan?
It was the first Tajikistan Fashion Week. It was for 3 days, and other days there were some other events. It was pretty good because there was invited a lot of fashion designers from whole around the world. All the models were Tajiks, of course, and yeah, the event itself, it was
Oh,
quite
I
great.
see. I mean oh, you mentioned that Tajikistan is kind of conservative in culture. I mean, uh, and as we all know, in some competition, as the mm, Miss Universe and so on, they have some, mm, I don't know, levels of competition. I mean, the some bikini contest and so on. How the women from Tajikistan can deal with this?
Yes, I would say that our country is quite conservative. Like in respect that there's a stereotype that a girl should be shy, she should more deal with home stuff, know how to cook, and uh, as a model, if you are a model, you shouldn't be proud of it.
Hmm.
Yes, but in case of going abroad and representing country, but still you know that there is a bikini part, you can of course reject. This all up to you. Of course, you will lose your points, but directors most of the time they understand it. And the Miss World, for instance, most of the beauty contests um they're suspended the bikini part because it's sort of they want to show models as ambassadors, representative of their country.
Hmm, I see.
Yes.
So, about the models, because every time when I watch the beauty contest, I always wonder how the women in modeling business keep them skinny. Like, I mean, uh, uh, because they look like the Greek gods. I don't know how it's um, described, but they're really beautiful. How they keep themselves, like, do you know some special diets or something like this? Because I also need diet, I think, something like this.
Yes, actually, it's one of the most challenging things because you cannot just enjoy your life, eat whatever you want. You have to sort of keep this frame of what you have to eat, what you haven't don't have to eat. So yes, there's three sort of diets that is more widespread. The first is intuitive. Then when you feel that you are starving, really, really starving, at this point you are eating. Or the second is eating once a day. It's like, yes, it's like maybe breakfast or wherever, but eating whatever you want. And the third one is eating 5 times or even more, but with less calories. It is all up to your body. How do you feel is better?
Hmm.
But of course, it's quite challenging because you cannot just take a bar of chocolate, eat it whenever you want. You have to know that tomorrow I will have fashion show. I should keep myself.
So does it
Yes.
look like torture yourself? Well, I mean, like for me, like if I uh, like um, in in my life, like try to uh, limit my number of chocolate bars in my fridge. I just feel myself awful because I like torturing myself, limiting myself. Like how the models dealing with this? Like, is it that they like choose this for like bright future, or is just the one of the stereotypes that's models should keep their diet?
You know, every profession I would say that has some challenges, so it's okay to have challenge as keeping the diet. But still, there's plus size models. Even if you are not in this category, you can be in other categories. Even if you are not that tall for catwalking fashion shows, you can be as a photo model. So you can do whatever you want. I mean, no one is forcing you to keep this diet. This is your choice. Like you want to.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
So let's look. Let's move forwards. So you are in Europe right now, and do you see some difference in the modeling business? Like where we can say that's the model, where the model can earn money, like real money.
Mhm.
Is it possible in both country, or a model can meet some challenges?
You know, actually, most of the European agencies are sending to more to work as a model to Asia, like to countries as China, Japan, and others, because just because it's so widespread. But in our country, we don't have such much work there. I mean, there's less demand for such things. In Europe, as I can see, you can work as a professional model. You can earn quite good money. It's all up to your desire, actually.
So you're here, and we all know the stereotypes about the westernization of the people who just arrived from the countries like the Russia, Kazakhstan, and so on. That's we are becoming the westernized. How you know like convinced your parents that the Europe is good for you?
You know, in the moment when I convinced them, I realized that maybe I should be a diplomat.
So
Yes, it's actually very important to sit with your parents and to talk with them openly that, look, I want to do this in my life. I want to do that in my life. Actually, this sort of open discussions can adjust a lot of things. So it's really, yes, beneficial to talk with your parents. I explained them what I want to achieve in my life, what is my priorities. They understood me. They saw how serious I am. They my attitude, and they said, okay, we will send you. And yeah, even though all my other relatives and other people, they were against that. I will go abroad, I will westernize, you know, all the stereotypes, but still.
yeah, I see. I think it's the kind of for you I see that it was the hard decision, especially for your parents, but I think it's kind of great that you are here. So another question that I see the interesting, it's like how do we how the organization of the modeling business looks like from inside.
Oh, well, if you mean the castings itself.
Yeah, I mean that's if I want to be a model,
Mhm.
like I know that's in with my complexion it's not so possible, but I want to. So what I should do for this?
Okay, the first thing that you should do is to apply to some model agencies. They have this sort of open castings. They're taking your measurements, your photos, wherever, and then they're giving their decision. They're telling you whether you were accepted or not. But after you were accepted, the further things are also very challenging, because it's not that like they're guaranteeing you that you will have a work, because there could be some, cases that models were accepted to the model agency, but they still don't have any work because they are not in demand. But yes, there's some sort of castings, and model agency just resends your photos, whether or you are just going to that clients by yourself, and they are deciding.
Okay, so I for example, suppose I won casting. So what next? So I should wait for the my golden hour and put my gold ticket and go to the high mountains of the modeling business, or like I should wait for the contract and so on.
Yes, it's all up to client. It's all up to how much time they will be needed you as a model. It sometimes happens that just for a one day, just casual photo shoot or wherever. Yes, like it's all up to client and to
Okay,
agency
I
itself.
see. But another question of these organizations, how I can distinguish the organization who wants me as a model and the organization who wants me as the this the very strange stereotype that models also
Okay, say it.
prostitutes. Yes.
Thank
Okay.
you. Well, yes, this is also one of the most popular stereotype that all modeling is actually prostitution. But no, guys, you should just turn on your critical mind. If you see that something is so suspicious, some contracts, the agency itself is giving you a guarantee that you won't be, stolen or wherever. They're taking the responsibility to themselves. But if you are just, going to the model agency that's so suspicious, not popular or wherever, you should know that there can be something.
Yeah,
something
it's
weird.
I think it's up to the person. Yeah, I
Yes.
see. So let's move on to, you brought something to us. Could you please describe this? I see the crown and what?
This is a sash from a beauty contest in China. I had this like Miss Tajikistan, and the crown from also beauty contest. I won it. It's like a football player that once had this sort of a ball that is so important for him. For me, is very important to take my crown wherever I'm going. My parents were laughing like, why you are taking it even though you are going to study? I know it's weird, but I just wanted my crowns to
As
be
a
with me.
talisman or something like
Yes,
this?
as a talisman, just to be sure that
Does
this
it work? I don't know. Like,
Oh,
or
well,
it's like just self-convincing. I don't know. Like maybe I should wear my,
no, it's not like I'm taking a crown and wearing it 24 hours in my home. Just
on the
it's,
exam. Like okay, so.
just you have it in your room, you have it near yourself, and you are sure that my things are with me. I didn't take all of them. I took only one. So yeah, the most important for me.
So, and was it? Could you please describe your, feelings like when you won some of your modeling contest? Because like it's interesting the feeling like, because when I was the younger and I won for example, the Olympiad in my middle school. So I was so happy and like I had delightful feelings. How you can describe your like
Emotions.
yeah, emotions?
When you were not sleeping for almost 2 days, when you are hungry, you're standing in the stage, you have uncomfortable shoes. I'm not complaining, but I'm just stating as it was. And you have uncomfortable dress, and they're telling you that you won. And first time you feel nothing, you're just smiling because you cannot realize that is it really happening to me. But then after taking some rest, of course you're just you have full of happiness. You are more motivated to do something. So yeah, it's a great feeling.
It's interesting question because my friend of mine, he met the model, and he said that after the beauty contest, his girlfriend as the model, he can't stop smiling for 3 hours after the contest ends, like because it was like
she
stress.
ate or what?
Yeah, like she just smiling a lot all the time, and it seems strange, but how you can deal with this, stress? I mean, as you
Stress.
mentioned that didn't sleep for 2 days, you have stress because you didn't eat much, and how you deal with this? Like, is it special pills, or you just said that I'm straight?
No, you're just pulling yourself together and thinking that, yeah, why I can't do that. Oh,
Oh,
I would say that it's not that complicated actually, even though you were having rehearsals for 2 days, you were not almost sleeping, but you still love this process. You're still in love with this process of being, working on the stage and etc. So that's why I think it's all up to a person.
so the
To
passion
his,
is the
yes,
key. Yeah.
passion.
Okay, I see. So, the last question. What skills you can recommend, like, to improve to be the model?
I would say that it all comes by experience, but still the most important skill that I brought from modeling, it was confidence. Because without confidence, you can't do anything. When you are confident, you know that you are feeling that you can do whatever you want, even though you will fall, you will have some failures. You don't care about this. You are just you have this desire. You are confident in yourself. You believe in yourself. That's why it's very important to have this confidence. And modeling is actually developing this sort of skills, not to be afraid of falling on the stage or wherever.
So, it was pretty interesting conversation. Thank you for watching us, and have a nice weekend.